Yeah. So I was saying, you were able to create a product and lead it till creating adding in the quote lineator and then creating asset of it. You were able to go till that part?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
But when I'm trying to create a contract, I was not able to create it because I was not having the subscription product.
Okay. Today we will see on those things and let's see how it goes. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So before going into type of product, there's something called price book entry, right? Here it's price
Yeah.
book. Let's discuss that because this is very important, because this is how we set up the prices. Okay,
Okay.
so I opened
Yeah.
this for you. I will share the link also. So
Mhm.
just a second. This one. So basically, when we are doing the pricing of the product, so we need product, price book, and price book entry. All of these are standard objects given by Salesforce itself. We just need to
Mhm.
understand like how to configure them basically. So when we are talking about this, so we will come to this. So there's standard style price book and custom price book. I will show you. But before that, see, this is product, this is price book, and in between there is price book entry. So if you
Mhm.
want to see exactly how it is related, so you know there is something called schema builder in the
Yeah.
Salesforce.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go to the schema builder, you will able to exactly see like how the relationship of this particular product goes. So schema builder, if I go one second. Um, okay. So these three are there. You have to do some arranging and minimizing just to see clearly. But see, when we're talking about these three, this is how they are interlinked. Just a second. So the price book entry is a junction object between price book and product. Okay. So once we are
Okay.
filling it, we are filling actually in price book entry, which directly connects to price book. So once we see, we will get it. I will show you. Let's go to price book. Okay. So here, let me put as discounted price book and make it active and click on save. So it's a custom price book which I have created. What it means is, like, think from business perspective that okay, we are giving standard price to all of them, but for some customers we want to have discounted price book, or we wanted to give a different kind of prices based on certain partner or something like that. So we can have, based on a particular condition, we can have a custom price book. Now how it is related? If I go on related and we want to link it to a particular product, we have price book entry. This is where it connects price book and the product together because of this price book entry. So if I click on add
Okay.
product, and for example I click here and click on next and click whatever price I want to put it and click on save. So now I will be able to link discounted price book to this particular product because of the price book entry. So if I go here and go to related, see this. We have standard price
Yeah.
book. Standard price book is by default. Then whatever we are creating is the next price book. There is the custom one. So now we have the discounted price book it is showing. Okay. Now if I
Okay.
click on this, for example, it is leading us to here only. Just a second. Add to price book. So it will be asking the price book. We will be choosing, for example, discounted, and currency we will be putting whatever the name is. One second. Discounted price book. Click on this. Okay, because we have already created, that's why it is showing price definition already exists. But for example, if we didn't add, we could have added it. And
Yeah.
just a second, see, we can edit it, and you can see that the prices like this you can change. Okay, so this is how
Yeah.
this works. Now, what I was telling regarding the quote line editor, if I go and add this, I will show you one thing. Let me go to a particular quote. Let's take some previous quote itself. Okay, this arcade is already added. Let me go back just a second. Let me create a new code so it will be more clear. Just a second. I'm simply creating a code. I will do the edit lines. See, so it asks the price book, okay? So there is
Yeah.
standard and discounted. If I choose discounted now, it will just show us that arcade or whatever we chose, but not other products. So this is very important in terms of interview. They ask like if a particular product is not showing in the this quote line editor, what can be the reasons? So one of the reasons is that basically we have not added the correct price book for this, and that's why it is not coming.
Yeah.
Got it right? So
Yes.
this is the one which we got. So this is the one time product. So one time you are clear, I guess, right? We worked on it
Yes.
yesterday and went into that. Okay, awesome. Now we will talk about subscription products. Okay. So before
Yeah.
that, one second. Let me open something. So we have non-subscription products, which we already discussed. It's like iPhone, Apple TV, and all. Then we have
Yeah.
subscription products. These are the products which are like on the subscription basis, like Netflix, Prime.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
have uh, these kind of products like perpetual products. Partial products are like, for example, iPhone is there. Once we have completed the payment of EMI, then it becomes the asset. So these are perpetual
Okay.
contracts. Then we have the usage-based products. Like for example, we want to pay for like the 5 GB of data of
Yeah.
what we are using, and not more than that. So then that
Okay.
is like usage-based product. And then we have bundled product, which we will understand in detail. For example,
Bundle product means offers like KFC gives a combo offer like that.
yes. So for example,
Burger,
right, right,
fries,
right, right.
Pepsi.
So if
Yeah.
you're talking like, for example, we are talking about MACD, right? So in MACD,
Yeah.
the we can have like option of combo meal, and in that combo meal, what we are getting, right? So maybe we are
Yeah.
getting fries, cold drink, chips. So maybe
Yeah.
it's like there will be like we call it feature. We will discuss that, and then inside that we'll be having cold drink and fries and whatever drinks we have. So all that will be like a bundled product. And then
Yeah.
the bundled product itself, there is called nested bundling. For example, in the combo itself we are having for example, another combo or another something. So basically nested bundle is a bundle inside a bundle, so that becomes a
Uh-huh.
nested. So nested bundle can be like there can be a bundle, and then there can be a child bundle, or like that it can go. So we will go and discuss that in detail, but these are the kind of products. Okay, so
Yeah.
we have already discussed this. Now let's discuss subscription products. Okay,
Mhm.
so see this. These are the ones which are there in my system. Okay, so
Mhm.
Apple TV. Okay, we have. set up, we don't need to necessarily set up the product family, but subscription term, subscription type, and subscription pricing, these three
Mhm.
we need to set up when they are subscription products.
Okay.
So we will be understanding a little bit. Just let me go back just a second. Let's say Apple Fitness subscription. Okay, so how we will know that it is one time or subscription? This is asked a lot in the interview. Okay, this
Mhm.
is the place where it gets decided. Okay,
Okay.
so let me edit it. So once you create a product, you make it active. By default
Mhm.
it is not active, and then
Mhm.
directly you go to the subscription side. Okay, so here we have
Okay.
option of fixed price and percentage of total. So
Mhm.
percentage of total in theory it is like, for example, when you are talking about menu items. Okay, so total we got food of $400, and sorry, $100 for example, and then we want to give 5% tip of the total. So
Mhm.
that's how it comes. Or for example, we have purchased TV, so installation is 10% of the TV price. So that's how the
Okay.
percentage of total works. So a
Okay.
fixed price is like a fixed price, that this is the price of the subscription. And
Okay.
then for now we will be going with subscription pricing fixed. We will discuss that later. Term is like, see, term is like for how long we want the subscription. So it can
Yeah.
be like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So right now we have put is 12. Okay, and we can
Yeah.
also like change whether we want it monthly or in other basis. We will check in the plugin. Okay, we will come back to it. And
Okay.
so we have subscription term, subscription pricing, and we have subscription type. So it's renewable and one time. We will come to this. So renewable is like it's like we have to renew it every time. Like subscription after 12 months get over, then we can renew it. Like okay, I want this Apple Fitness subscription for 12 months, and then you for another 12 months. Same with Netflix. Like you just keep on taking it. One time is one time you have taken for 12 months. After that you don't want. If you go to
Okay.
your system, you will just see renewable and one time. These two comes once you click on the plugin. Like in the plugin,
Okay.
there is a setup which we have to do that we will come back to it later. So
Okay.
this is what we set up generally. Okay. So now we have set
Mhm.
it up. Um, that's it. Okay. These are the billing things which we don't have to worry. Click on save.
Okay.
Okay. Now, again, you are saying it is not being created, right? We can, once you try in your org, we can check that tomorrow. But for
Yeah.
now, if we have, for example, I just want Apple Fitness and subscription, right? I've set everything.
Okay.
Now, the next thing,
Okay.
important, okay? This is very important. So we have fixed subscription term type pricing. Next thing is we have to be sure the pricing is being set. Let me double check 1 second. Okay, the price is there. We are good. Okay, like $10 it will be charging. Okay, now next thing is we are going to opportunity. Let me create one. Just a second. Subscription product. We are just creating new account so that we get clarity, because earlier accounts may already have contract and all those things, so it might get confusing. Otherwise, we can attach to the earlier account itself. Okay. Okay. What way subscription product? Subscription product. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, once we are making it subscription products, some fields are very important. Start date, end date, and subscription term. Okay,
Okay.
if you
Yeah.
you have to put the start date right when the subscription starts, and start
Okay.
date plus end date, or start date plus subscription term, either two you have to put it. Okay,
Okay.
so otherwise contract will not get created. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you can test it, will not get created. So I will put it as 30, maybe I'm saying 12 months, and it then I don't need to put, it will automatically calculate it. Okay, and then
Okay.
click on save. Now if I go to edit lines, this is the price book, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and products, arcade. Okay, now that we are in the quote line editor, one thing is
Yeah.
important to note. See, start date, end date, and subscription term, you can fill it here also. These are also coming
Okay.
on quote. We will discuss the quote line editor in the next moment, but automatically these are coming from quote, and these are coming from the quote line object. Okay,
Okay.
so we will see that. Okay, so for now we just click on save, and then now we will just make it primary. At a time, only one quote can be primary. Okay, in the
Okay. Okay.
quote. Okay, and now we will just put it as accepted, save, and go to opportunity. By default, generally once the opportunity is closed, one, that is a deal is being closed, okay, then simply I'm not going to create order, otherwise you go to order checkbox and the order gets
Yeah.
created, but I'm just checking contracted, because you said right
Contract.
it is not getting created.
Yeah.
Otherwise you go and select and create order, and from order or from the opportunity, you can get the contracted checkbox. Once you click the contracted checkbox, if everything is right, it should create the contract. If not, if I miss something, it will not get created. Yeah, so because I have added everything, contract gets created.
Yeah.
Here we have to remember that in the contract there is called subscription. That subscription
Yeah.
is there, and that subscription will be showing you the all the details about the product. So that's how the
Yeah.
whole process goes for the subscription product. Clear? Now
Yes.
let's go a little back. Let's discuss the quote line editor, okay, because it is very important. So how these
Yeah.
fields come? So so if I go to object manager, there is a field called quote line, object called quote line,
Mm-hmm.
this, and then we have an object called quote. These are the two which are the ones responsible for the quote line editor. So let me go to the quote. So this some they ask many times in interview, that how we can affect add some fields here, how we can add the fields above, like that. So for example, we have
Okay.
start date, end date, and subscription term. So we will be going to the field sets. In that we will be going to the line editor. In the line editor we will be basically selecting, for example, I want billing, bill to state or bill to street, whatever we want, we simply add it here,
Okay.
and it will be
Okay.
automatically affecting the quote line editor. Let me just refresh.
Yeah. Like normal, we do for echo contacts and leads. We do change the fields like that. Here also we are doing it, right?
There so here the field set is there. There it depends, like if you want to add the fields, you have to go to the page layout, and there you have to add
Yeah.
it. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
now
Okay.
so here we added here in the quote line editor, and now we want to add on the So you see, right? This one second, billing state and bill to street is coming now. Now, if I go
Yeah.
to quote line, so quote line is responsible for these fields. Okay, so for
Okay.
example,
Yeah.
if I want to remove or add something, I will have to click on line editor, and the line editor particularly, if I want to remove something, for example, I want to remove start date, end date, subscription term, for instance, these things, click on save. Right now these things are coming. Now if I refresh, it will just get removed. So that's how the quote line will get affected. So these are very important questions they ask about the field set. Now before that, one more thing. Once you click on add product, one of the questions they ask, okay, uh, quote this header is affected by quote, this is affected by quote line. If I want
Yeah.
some fields to be added to product, what is what we need to do, like how this
Okay.
this gets affected. Again we have the same thing. See, this is affected by product, these are products, right? So we have to go to
Yes. Yes.
product, and there we need to set up. So if I go to a particular product, okay, and I go to field set, configurator, look, product code, product name, product description. um just a minute, this search filter. Yeah, product code, product name, product family. So this is the field set where we get that updated, this particular field set. Okay, now one thing which I wanted to come back to the subscription product, which I wanted to tell, just a second. So we had, in the product we had two fields, right? Just a second. If I go back to the subscription product, we had fixed price of total, which we are already discussed. Then we have subscription term and subscription type. So this is something which we had to discuss actually. So when you go to the package, right here, so it's like a org
Yeah.
setup. It's like,
Yeah.
for example, here you set up something which will go to the org. So for example, if you are talking about calculate immediately, for example, if you click on this,
Okay.
what will happen, that right now if I'm changing the quantity, right, to 2, and nothing is getting changed, and then we have to do the calculate, and that's how the calculation is happening. But if we do like call calculate immediately, then what will happen, if we type something and go to the outside, ideally it should happen. So for example, here it's not happening, let me save it, and
Refresh.
let's see here. Or otherwise we will refresh and see. Oh, I didn't refresh it anyways. So sometimes they ask questions which are related to the plugins, which
Okay.
sometimes we forget, because generally plugins depends, right? We don't, once we have set up, sometimes we don't necessarily need to use it again and again. So sometimes we forget to know them. Okay, so let me just try to change the quantity. See, automatically I didn't click on calculate, right, this time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the use of it. Okay, so you can select that. So now what we were talking about is subscriptions. In the subscription, first of all, the subscription term unit. So because it's month, right? That's why when we are putting
Yeah.
12, matlab means 12 months, it is saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we can get it selected. And next is regarding enable evergreen subscription. So now we will talk about it. So generally, mostly in most of the cases, subscription type is renewable only, but sometimes they want evergreen also. So what is the difference in between renewable and evergreen? It's like evergreen is like the subscription will keep on continuing to go. So that is evergreen.
Yeah.
Generally, we don't choose it. We don't need it that much. We just need to know it. So generally, in most of cases, subscription type renewable is already chosen. But in case you want it evergreen, then here you will be clicking on enable evergreen subscription. And once enabled, we cannot disable it. But on the product itself, you can choose evergreen also here. Generally,
Okay.
we just need to know it, that how exactly it works. So these play a very important role. Okay, so that is your subscription products. Now
Okay.
you tell me that when you were trying, what was the problem you were facing?
No, actually, I haven't tried it.
Acha.
Subscription product. When I was creating contract, I was not able to get the contract when I was doing the normal product.
Hmm.
Then after I realized, I have to have a subscription product to get the contract.
Okay. So in your org, like, did you set it subscription term type on pricing?
Yeah. No, no, I haven't. No, I haven't created.
Okay. Okay. So you try
I'll
doing
try.
that.
I'll try it today. I'll try it today.
Hmm. Yeah, you try doing
Let's.
that. You trying doing
Yeah.
that, and then go till the contract. Add both. So one thing which you can do is go here. So this is very important. Okay. So one thing you
Yeah.
can do is like add both contract and subscription and sorry, add both the non-subscription and subscription product
Mhm.
in the quote line, and then go till whole process. Okay, creating order and then creating contract, and then see like where is the subscription and where is the asset. So you will be able
Yeah.
to know that how exactly means. Also in the quote line header, just try adding the headers and try adding the different fields in the quote line editor.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I will discuss with you the next ones, the usage based and the other ones, because then it is very heavy actually. Bundled, usage
Yeah.
based, they're pretty big. So we can
Sure.
discuss it tomorrow. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. 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 Then thank you so
It'll
much.
work.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.